Unless you've been living under a rock, you know the football season is fast approaching. We've already had preseason games, but now it's time to bring in some of our, let's call them experts. It's the gang over there from the Endzone. We've got Rick Stoakley and John Joins joining us today on the couch. Guys, first I want to start with the show itself. Right. So when do you return, and when can we start hearing, the arguments, the football, the passion?
So September 8th, we'll be back. We just had our first show this week. Getting ready for the season. Season starts. Labor Day, obviously, we're off. We come back September 8th every week through the season, through the Super Bowl. And it's just a good time. Group of guys get together, and we definitely are opinionated. We're not there to give you, how many catches the guy had, because you can look that up. We want to give you thoughts of the games and our opinions on every team.
When you guys first started this, what made you want to do it, and how has it progressed into this season?
So we initially started this show 25 years ago with a couple names everyone knows around here, with Frank Hamilton and Ed Fennessy. We did it it was Sports Talk, WTGM. It's a long, long time ago. People that are sports fans have been listening to sports radio all day long before they hit us at 4:30. So we try to have fun with it. We talk a lot about what we think is going to happen, but it's not a ton of stats. It's just a lot of fun. It's four guys in a room talking football.
And where do we find this? If we're looking for the show, if we want it, how do we get a hold of it?
So on every Monday from 4:30 to 6, we are live on Big 107.7 FM. And then the next day, Tuesday, Gary uploads it to a podcast. So you can download the podcast and listen to it on Tuesdays.
Always a great way to, you're on the treadmill, or you're just working, mowing the yard, you can toss it in.
First day we had some people back from last year. One's a Cowboys fan, and he calls every week and just gives us some stuff, and we're hoping his team's looking a little better this year.
That's such a tough life. As a Cowboys fan right now, there's a lot going on with them. They got the Micah Parsons contract situation.
Last
All my
one to go.
folks in Green Bay are watching that very closely, because there's a chance they might try to trade for him. Do you think he ends up in Dallas, or do you think they move him?
Jerry Jones will never give him up.
I think you're right. I think he stays.
What do you think?
Well, it's an opportunity for Jerry Jones to be in front of a camera, because he obviously likes that, and he also needs to be reminded that he hasn't won the Super Bowl since 1996.
And you know what? I'm here to remind him every chance I get, all the time. I'm sorry, Dallas fans. That's just the way it goes.
Right.
Now, we've got a couple great teams in the area, and actually, it's almost not sure there's been a better time to be a football fan than right now in this area, because the Eagles, obviously great. You've got Baltimore, obviously great, and you've got the Commanders suddenly showing some real charm to them. What is it about those teams that you like to follow?
So we talked about this a little bit on our show. We do have one cast member that is really on board with the Commanders, kind of going all the way, and we disagree with him. He was out on his own.
It's okay for people to be wrong. It's fine.
And he's a Packers fan, but he really was about the Commanders really doing well this year. We maybe think they might take a step back this year, but I'm a Ravens fan, so our whole group feels like the Ravens are going to do well this year. Where they said that last year, we didn't quite make it.
Well, and they did well. They didn't do as
well as we wanted
but they were a good team.
And we know the Ravens are going to be good again. It's time for Lamar to make the next step. It's every year they're going to probably be in the AFC Championship or close to. It's time for Lamar to take that extra step in the playoffs. So we'll see that. The Eagles are obviously stacked. They're stacked again. They lost a lot on the defensive side, so we'll see how that works out. And the Redskins, when Rick and I, we talk about taking a step back, we certainly think they're still going to make the playoffs. We don't see them going to the NFC Championship. But you're right, Charlie. It's an excellent time for all the local teams right now.
And who do you think might end up in that Super Bowl?
I think both of us think the Detroit Lions had a really good season last year. They had some injuries towards the end, but they could score, and their defense was good, and they just played great ball. But guess what? We think it's going to be Ravens, Detroit in the Super Bowl.
But on the AFC side, it's Buffalo's year. It's time to show it. Like we talk about with Lamar and the Ravens, they're there every year.
I really like the Bills' call. The only thing that worries me is, there's a long history in Buffalo of being almost good enough.
Right. Yep.
Very long history there.
0-4 sticking out there.
Yeah, it kind of stands out as something
they're due, though. I mean, that means they're due.
About. But they've, and we'll see what happens with the Micah Parsons thing. I tend to agree with you. I don't think he's
that
going
would be amazing
anywhere,
if you got him.
But it's possible, and that changes kind of my view on their ceiling.
I think he's going to sign right before they play their first game.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
maybe
out,
in the
and
locker room.
It's going to say largest contract ever, and he's going to get it.
And shockingly, another Jerry Jones press conference.
Correct.
Yes, there just might be a press conference of 10 down there in Jerry World. Well, guys, remind everybody one more time. Where can we find you?
So Big 107.7 FM every Monday from 4:30 to 6 p.m. And then we upload the podcast the next day, and you can listen to it as well.
And please call in and be a part of the show.
Call in, be a part of it. We want your opinions to go along with their opinions, and we want them to be able to tell you how wrong maybe some of your opinions might be. So stick around. We're going to take a break, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
There is more Coast Life coming up after this. We're going to be doing a little fashion for the kids, games, outdoor stuff. You won't want to miss it.